I usually record videos that are scripted, and I'm going to take a little time just to talk into this camera about what I'm going through and divorce. Divorce changes you as a man. It really does. Everything you thought that you used to be or wanted, it gets shattered the moment you realize the relationship is not going anywhere. For me, I remember I started out with having I think, a dream when I was younger. I pictured myself in marriage when I reached a certain age. Yeah, I pictured myself getting married, having children, living in a big house, all of that good stuff. And I got to be honest, I got it. Obviously, I had to work hard for all of it. But eventually, I got what I wanted. It lasted for quite a while, the relationship, the togetherness. But after a while, like I said in my previous video, I think I started to lose myself. And with lose myself, I don't mean I was starting to do anything crazy or I would say out of control, but I mean started to lose touch with myself. I was more focused on being the man in the marriage instead of becoming the best person and man that I could be for myself, regardless if I was in a marriage or regardless if I was in a relationship or not. And that's the difference. And I've seen a video recently in which the YouTuber was saying how men, more or less, how men, I would say, lose themselves and lose control over their emotions and masculine authority after a while being in a relationship, because they end up, again, like I was saying before, focusing on the marriage more than focusing on the best version they could be for themselves. They end up being a zombie to society, working, for example, jobs just for the sake of keeping everything together, just for the sake of being able to pay for all the bills, being able to provide for their children. They just go on autopilot. And I'm saying they because I know I have male friends who have been through long relationships and also divorces and also very complicated divorces. And and to be honest, I can identify with all of what I was just saying myself as well. I was one of those guys that put a whole bunch of effort into upholding upholding a situation that eventually was not healthy for me or anyone that was in it. So to fast forward, I ended things. That's it. I ended it. I walked away, literally. It was one of the hardest things I ever had to do. And I think that goes for many men. And I think a lot of men stay stuck in their situation because they're afraid for the consequences. And that's something I gotta admit too. The consequences are quite severe eventually. But yeah, I'm quite a few years. It's been quite a few years ago, and my life has improved in many ways. And one of the main things that caused that improvement wasn't necessarily the separation itself. Well, obviously, the separation itself led to other changes in my life, but mainly being alone. Like, yes, being alone for a while. Alone as in not having to fulfill that role of being the good man and trying to keep everything together regardless of what it does to you. It really helped me tremendously. The main thing that I learned from being alone is that it creates space between yourself and the outside world. We men, we love our peace. Men love peace. And sure, there are situations in which there is chaos, but if the chaos is more than the peace itself, it just disturbs us internally. And I'm sure there are people out there that know exactly what I am saying. So if you are going through a divorce, if you're going through a separation, if you already went through your divorce and you signed the papers, either way, just know that you should not make this the end of your being or see it as a failure. I know it's easier said than done because, like I mentioned, for me, it has been a while ago. But because I know how it is on the other side, makes it possible for me to say what I'm actually saying right now. You need to go through whatever it is that you need to go through. You need to feel disappointment and pain and whatever emotion you need to experience, because that's the only way for yourself to eventually heal. Obviously, there are a lot of things that you can do by yourself, but this is one of those things I would really advise you to get help from someone, from a therapist, from a coach, from a friend, for a group of males, whether it's online or offline. Get help. You really need help. That's what I can really tell you. Because as strong as you think you are, and I'm convinced that you are strong enough to do a lot, to keep your sanity and to keep pushing and to continue and to rebuild your life for a lot of you from scratch, you really need help and guidance. Help and guidance from people that appreciate you as a person, and that can guide you through what you're going through, and that can show you that there is more to life. I recorded this video actually right after a video I just recorded. Many times in my video, I pre-outline what I actually want to say, but this one was completely not scripted or pre-planned or anything at all. I just didn't do that. I just left the camera, kept the camera rolling, and I'm talking into the camera and saying whatever comes up in me right now. So yeah, I think the message, I think the message that I want to bring across. So yeah, I think the message that I want to bring across is don't give up. Everything will be okay, and get help and get the help that you need. If you like this video, subscribe for more. Thank you. Meneer. Ja, ja, is goed. Is goed. Ja, ja, oké.